You're listening to Alex Manners on the Solihull Radio Children's Show. Good morning, boys and girls. That's right, I'm Alex Manners, and it's another day, another week, and another live Solihull Radio Children's Show for you, coming up right here, live on Solihull Radio, up until 10 a.m. this morning. And I've got a host of fantastic and wonderful, wonderful things to play for you this morning, including all of your favourite Disney, nursery rhyme, CBBS, and all your favourite songs. I've got some stories to read for you, some excerpts from some old children's shows, some fun, fascinating, and fantastic facts, some jokes, and Rainbow Man will be going on another splendid adventure to another one of our favourite attractions from our local area. And don't forget, if you have any birthday messages, or you would like to request one of your favourite children's songs for me to play right here on my show, then you can do so by emailing those in to studio@solihullradio.com. That's emailing them in to studio@solihullradio.com. Or if you'd prefer to text them in via a phone, you can do so by texting the word studio followed by your message to 82228. That's texting in the word studio followed by your message to 82228. And today it's a little bit wet. So I got a little bit wet walking to the studios this morning, and I hope it's going to get nicer throughout the day. But whatever it is you're doing today, we hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. We hope you keep nice and warm and dry. And if you're going outside, remember to wear your raincoats, your rain hats, and maybe even take an umbrella, just like I did this morning. Now, what are the two children's shows that I'm going to be playing excerpts from today? Well, they're called Boogie Beebies and one of my favourite shows when I was younger, with two very, very funny men called Barry and Paul. And they were known as the Chuckle Brothers from Chucklevision. So see if any of you, boys and girls, mums or dads, grandmas or grandpas, uncles and aunts, remember these two theme songs for Boogie Beebies and Chucklevision.
Dance, dance, dance. Come and dance with Boogie Beebies. Dance, dance, dance. Come and dance with Boogie Beebies. Boogie Beebies. Boogie Beebies. Boogie Beebies. Boogie Beebies. Chucklevision. Chucklevision. Chucklevision.
Yes, those were the excerpts of Boogie Beebies and Chucklevision. And as I was walking here today, I saw an ambulance with flashing lights. Now, does anyone else know any other vehicles that also, like an ambulance, have flashing lights? Well, one vehicle is a fire engine, but there's also another type of vehicle that has flashing lights. And I'm going to play you this song and see if you can guess which other vehicle or which other person would have flashing lights on their car.
PC Plum, and I tell you what I've done. I've pedaled round this island more than once or twice. And if you call on me, we can make a cup of tea. I'll tell you all about the bees and birds and mice. I'm PC Plum, and I tell you who I am. I'm your policeman, and I'll always be your chum. With my magnifying glass, I can look between the grass at all the tiny beasties. We look at them run. You can bet you'll see me a-coming. On my bike, I'm riding round the town. In the country, I check on all the wildlife. The people, trees, and animals, I keep them safe and sound. Safe and sound. I'm PC Plum. PC Plum, I'm just a chicken. PC Plum, I love the country. PC Plum, be careful crossing. PC Plum. I found your doggy, PC Plum. Here's your handbag, PC Plum.
Did any of you guess which other person or vehicle would have flashing lights? Well, that was the PC Plum song from Balamory. And if you've guessed, PC Plum was a policeman. So you've got fire engines, police cars, and ambulances that would all have flashing lights. To get yourselves ready and raring to go for the rest of my show, then before I play you the first excerpt of Boogie BBs, I'm going to play you one of my favourite songs from one of my favourite children's shows, and it's called Have Fun, Go Mad by the Tweenies with Bella, Milo, Fizz and Jake. And you know what to do, get on your feet and start boogieing to this wonderful, wonderful Have Fun, Go Mad song by the Tweenies.
We're gonna have a party!
Come on, everybody! Yeah! Come on, Sissy! It's gonna be fantastic! Oh, woo! Oh, woo! All aboard our fun boat that we're about to start sailing now. Bella, Milo, Fizz, and Jake and Diddle. Come on, everybody, get on
And now it's time to play the first excerpt of Boogie BBs, and this one is called Airport. And if you fancy joining in with all the actions to the airport song that you're going to learn with Boogie BBs, then feel free to do so. So here we go with Boogie BBs and Airport.
Dance, dance, dance. Come and dance with Boogie BBs. Dance, dance, dance. Come and dance with Boogie BBs. Boogie BBs. Boogie BBs. Boogie BBs.
Yay! It's Boogie BBs, your chance to dance. I'm Boogie Pete and I want you to join in and copy me. But first, let's warm up our bodies. Let's clear a space. Put a smile on your face and play some ball games. Let's start with throwing. Let's throw it one way and then the other way. That's it, keep throwing. Now let's throw up the ball and catch it. Throw it up and catch it. Are you throwing and catching? Okay, what about some football now? That's it. Great football moves. Keep your knees up. Now let's score a goal. Score a goal. Score a goal. Other leg. Score a goal. Score a goal. How about some tennis now? Throw the ball and serve it. That's it. Great serving. Ooh, better reach for that ball. From side to side. Really reach. That's it. Now how about we do some bowling? Bowl the cricket ball. Yeah. Oh, see if we can get a wicket. Let's be a wicket keeper now who loves to catch the ball. See if you can catch it. What about some volleyball? Yeah. Volley that ball right up into the air. Now we can tip the ball over the net. That's it. Keep tipping. Game over. Yay!
Boogie BBs. Boogie BBs.
Brilliant. Now I feel ready to dance. Do you? Great, because today's boogie destination is going to turn us all into high flyers. It's somewhere very busy, where you might go at the start of a holiday or to meet someone, or maybe just to watch the planes. Have you got it yet? That's right. Fasten your seatbelts. It's time to check in at the airport.
In the sky, sky, sky. You can watch the clouds go by at the airport. Flying low, 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 whilst the ground below. 'Cause flying's what we know at the airport.
This busy bit of the airport is called the check-in, and anyone who wants to fly has to check in. So sometimes there can be a bit of a queue. Luckily, we're flying Boogie Air, so we don't have to. But before we check out our check-in moves, can you still remember the moves for the chorus? Why don't you try them with the Boogie Bunch? We'll start with the aeroplane arms. Keep them big and strong. Now let's do our cloud move and our pilot salute. Let's make our aeroplane and swoop it down to land. That's it. You can go any way you like. And now let's give our pilot salute. Fantastic! That's the main part of the song, and it's called the chorus. And it'll be coming back again and again. So don't worry if you didn't get it right the first time. I'm sure you will once you've heard it a few more times. Right now, though, we need to find some more moves for the verses of our song. And today, we're checking out verse 2. These people are about to check in. Let's see what happens. First, the lady is checking their tickets and their passports. You have to have a passport if you're flying to another country. Oh, and now they're putting their bags on that conveyor belt. It's actually a big set of scales, and it's weighing the bag to make sure they don't overload the plane. Now the bag goes off to the plane. I hope they don't lose it. Well, there were lots of things there. Let's see if we can use some of them in our dance. How about we turn to the side and put our hands by our side, ready to get our tickets and passports out. We can then stretch out and in and out and in, as if we're handing over our passports and tickets. Great! Now we need to weigh our bags, and let's make our bags really heavy. So let's stretch down and lift up our bags to put them on the weighing machine. These ones are heavy. Let's try that again, shall we? Let's stretch down and lift up our bags. Oh, this one is heavy. How about some loading now? We can load our bags onto the conveyor belt. Let's push them this way and then push them the other way. Push them one way and then push them the other way. Fantastic! How are you getting on? Stretch out and in and out and in. Let's stretch down and lift up our bags. Push them one way and then push them the other way. Great moves! And finally, just like yesterday, let's get our aeroplane arms out and give a salute into the sky. Well, we've got all of our moves there. Let's try putting them together with some music. We're going to start with our passport arms. That's it. Get your passports out and your tickets at the ready. Reach out. That's it. Now let's weigh our bags. Oh, this one's heavy. Let's push our bags onto the conveyor belt now. Just like this. Get out your aeroplane arms and salute into the sky. Boogie Bunch, are you getting it?
Have your passport out
At the airport.
and your tickets at the ready.
At the airport.
We need to weigh your bags.
At the airport.
Phew, this one is
At
heavy.
the airport.
To load them on the plane
At the airport.
is what we have to do.
At the airport.
'Cause flying's what we do at the airport.
Now it's your turn. Get your tickets ready. Have your passports out and your tickets at the ready. We need to weigh your bags. Oh, this one is heavy. To load them on the plane is what we have to do. 'Cause flying's what we do at the airport. Fantastic! Remember those moves? You'll need them later on for the big video. But right now, let's check out some of the ways you like to dance. Do you, Boogie?
My name's Sam and I love breakdancing.
Yo, what's the deal? Ain't nothing, Paul. We just here laughing and all that.
The best thing about breakdancing is Keith teaches us all the moves and dancing with my friends. Keith is a really good breakdancer and he makes our classes fun. I really hope one day I could do some good moves like Keith.
Midnight Atlantic City slots machines, ding 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 when they ring off. Lock the doors, dash bring ghosts, just beat off. Cigars, paisley robes, 4 bitches guarded me safely as we walked to the window. The cashier was scared, she asked for my info. The manager arrived.
My favourite move is spinning on my back.
We talking about $5 million here. This ain't Play-Doh dough. And your horoscope red, you gonna slay those. We got scribbles, Anthony.
The leg sweats are quite difficult, but I really enjoy doing them.
500 just went crazy when he let they answer and all he did was plug me in. I got the charging.
And the top rock move links all the moves together. Freezes are really difficult and they take lots of practice. You put your hands out next to your chest and you have to balance. At the end of the class we do freestyle and it's really cool because we get to do any move we want.
Yo, what's the deal?
And you cheer each other on.
And all that. Trying to get our heads right, get this money right and all that.
And the best bit, you get to see Keith show off.
Day in the hood. Yo.
And that's how
those are your moves, but can you still remember our moves? You can? Great! Because now's your last chance to practice the chorus before the big video. Flying high, high, high in the sky, sky, sky. You can watch the clouds go by at the airport. Flying low, 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 buzz the ground below. 'Cause flying's what we know at the airport. Yes, brilliant flying! Well, you're looking good, so it must be big video time. Look out for all the moves we've found today, and remember to join in with the chorus when it comes along. Are you ready to boogie?
Sky, sky, sky. You can watch the clouds go by at the airport. Flying low, 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 past the ground below. 'Cause flying's what we know at the airport. Do you have a suitcase or perhaps a bag on wheels? You can push it on a trolley or pull it at your heels. If you're checking in, we'll look after you. 'Cause flying's what we do at the airport. Flying high, high, high in the sky, sky, sky. You can watch the clouds go by at the airport. Flying low, 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 past the ground below. 'Cause flying's what we know at the airport. Have your passport out
At the airport.
and your tickets at the ready.
At the airport.
We need to weigh your bag.
At the airport.
Phew, this one is heavy.
At the airport.
To load them on the plane
At the airport.
is what we have to do.
At the airport.
'Cause flying's what we do at the airport. While you're waiting for your flight, you can see the planes go by. Watch them loading up with bags or taking off into the sky.
Boogie BB's flight BB01 is ready for boarding.
'Cause flying's what we do at the airport. Flying high, high, high in the sky, sky, sky. You can watch the clouds go by at the airport. Flying low, 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 past the ground below. 'Cause flying's what we know at the airport.
What a flight! You were great. Just listen to that applause. You better take a bow. Well, it's time to go now. So let's take it easy after all that high flying. We can take a deep breath in and blow up a big ball.
Stretch yourself wide, down to the side. We've danced with boogie BBs, blow up a ball. Make yourself small. We've danced with boogie BBs.
You were a real high flyer today. Why don't you come back and fly with us again tomorrow? See you then.
You're listening to Alex Manners on the Solihull Radio Children's Show.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I can open your take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under, on a magic carpet ride, a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming.
A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you.
Now I'm in a whole new world with you.
Unbelievable sights, indescribable feeling, soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through an endless diamond sky. A whole new world.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
100,000
Hold your breath,
things
it
to
gets
see.
better.
I'm like a shooting star. I've come so far. I can't go back to where I used to be. Every turn a
With new
surprise.
horizons
Every
to
moment red
pursue.
letter.
I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you. A whole new world. That's where we'll be.
That's where we'll be.
Thrilling chase.
A wondrous place for you
You
and me.
Did you enjoy that excerpt from Boogie BBs, and did you join in with the actions? Well, if you did, then that's fantastic, because I've got another excerpt of that show coming up a little bit later in my show. But it's time now for me to read you the first story on my live Solihull Radio Children's Show. And, as always, we love Mr. Men and Little Miss Books on this show, so I thought I would kick off my first story with reading you a Mr. Men book by Roger Hargreaves. And the story that I've chosen is called Mr. Lazy. So here we go with Mr. Lazy, written by Roger Hargreaves. Mr. Lazy lives in Sleepyland, which is a very lazy-looking and sleepy-like place. The birds in Sleepyland fly so slowly they sometimes fall out of the sky. The grass takes so long to grow that it only needs cutting once a year. Even the trees are lazy-looking and sleepy-like. And do you know what time everybody gets up in Sleepyland? The answer is, they don't get up in the morning. They get up in the afternoon. And incidentally, this is what a Sleepyland clock looks like. Everything takes so long to do, there's only time for 4 hours a day. Anyway, the story starts with Mr. Lazy being fast asleep in bed. In Sleepyland, they call that being slow asleep. He spends rather a lot of time in bed. It's his favourite place to be. He opened his eyes, yawned, yawned again, and went back to sleep. Later, Mr. Lazy opened his eyes again, yawned, yawned again, and went back to sleep again. Much later, Mr. Lazy got up and went to make his breakfast. We say breakfast, although really it was tea time. He put the kettle on to make some tea. Kettles take 2 hours to boil in Sleepyland. Then he toasted a slice of bread. Bread takes 3 hours to go brown in Sleepyland. Toast never gets burnt there. While he was waiting for his kettle to boil and his bread to toast, Mr. Lazy went into the garden of Yawn Cottage, which was where he lived. He sat down on a nice chair, and you can probably guess what happened next. That's right, he yawned, and yawned again, and went to sleep. Suddenly, he woke up with a jump, which is something that doesn't happen very often to Mr. Lazy. And the reason he woke up with a jump was because of the noise. "Wake up," said the noise. "Wake up, wake up, wake up." There were two men standing in front of him. "I'm Mr. Busy," said one of the men. "And I'm Mr. Bustle," said the other. "Come along now," said Mr. Bustle busily. "We can't have you sleeping all day," added Mr. Busy, bustling Mr. Lazy to his feet. "But who are you?" asked Mr. Lazy. "We're Bustle and Busy," they replied. "Oh," said Mr. Lazy. "Come along now," said Mr. Busy. "We haven't got all day." "But," said Mr. Lazy. "No time for buts," said Mr. Busy. "Or ifs," added Mr. Bustle. "There's the wood to chop, and the beds to make, and the floors to clean, and the coal to get, and the windows to polish, and the plates to wash, and the furniture to dust, and the grass to cut, and the hedges to clip, and the food to cook, and the clothes to mend," added Mr. Busy. "Oh dear," groaned Mr. Lazy in a daze. "The wood to clean, and the beds to get, and the floors to cut, and the coal to cook, and the windows to make, and the plates to mend, and the furniture to chop, and the grass to wash, and the hedges to dust, and the clothes to clip." He'd got it all completely wrong. He was in such a daze. Then Bustle and Busy set Mr. Lazy to work, chopping, and making, and cleaning, and getting, and polishing, and washing, and dusting, and cutting, and clipping, and cooking, and mending. Not to mention all the fetching and carrying. Poor Mr. Lazy. "Now," they said when he'd finished, "it's time for a walk." And off they set for the longest walk Mr. Lazy had ever been on. Mr. Lazy is one of those people who never walks when he has a chance of sitting down, and never sits down when he has a chance of lying down. But this day he had no choice. They made him walk for miles and miles and miles, until he felt his legs must be worn right down to his body. Poor Mr. Lazy. When they arrived back at Yawn Cottage, Mr. Busy said, "Right, now for a run." "Oh no," groaned Mr. Lazy. "When I blow this whistle," said Mr. Bustle, producing a whistle, "you've got to start running." "As fast as you can," added Busy. Mr. Lazy groaned a deep groan, and closed his eyes. Mr. Bustle put the whistle to his lips. "Whee!" whistled the whistle. "Whee!" went the whistle. Mr. Lazy, poor Mr. Lazy, started to run, but his legs weren't getting him anywhere. He opened his eyes and looked down to see why. And the reason his legs weren't getting him anywhere was because he was sitting on a chair in the garden. And there was no sign of Mr. Busy and Mr. Bustle. It had all been a terrible dream. And the whistle was the whistling kettle boiling in the kitchen. Mr. Lazy heaved a sigh of relief, and then he went into the kitchen and sat down to have his breakfast and to think about his dream. But you know what happened next, don't you? "Wake up, Mr. Lazy! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!" You're listening to Alex Manners on the Solihull Radio Children's Show. And that was Mr. Lazy, written by Roger Hargreaves. Did you all enjoy it? Well, if you would like to read a story just like that one on one of my upcoming shows, then you can do so by recording yourselves reading one of your favourite children's stories and email it through to studio@solihullradio.com. And here are some more wonderful songs. I've got a Disney song from Pocahontas and a theme tune from one of the many, many CBeebies shows. So here we go with some more songs to get you moving and grooving and bopping and jiving.
You think I'm an ignorant savage, and you've been so many places, I guess it must be so. But still I cannot see if the savage one is me. How can there be so much that you don't know? You don't know. You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew, never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon, or ask the grinning bobcat why he grinned? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come roll in all the riches all around you, and for once never wonder what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers. The heron and the otter are my friends, and we are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. How high does the sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon, or whether we are white or copper-skinned. We need to sing with all the voices of the mountain. Need to paint with all the colors of the wind. You can own the earth, and still all you'll own is earth, until you can paint with all the colors of the wind.
Giggle biz, we've had a lot of fun. Giggle biz, ho ho ho. Giggle biz, and now it's time to go. Giggle biz, giggle, it's time to go. Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye, farewell, TTFN. We all hate to say goodbye, but we'll be back again. Na 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 na, giggle biz, na 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 na, ho ho ho. Na 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 na, giggle biz, na na na, it's time to go. Giggle biz, we've had a lot of fun. Giggle biz, ho ho ho. Giggle biz, and now it's time to go. Giggle biz, time to go! Ho-ho!
And if you enjoyed the last excerpt from the old children's show, Boogie BBs, then you'll enjoy playing around with this excerpt from the Chuckle Vision with our favourite funny men, the Chuckle Brothers, Barry and Paul. Here we go, and I'm sure that this excerpt will make you giggle, just like Gigglebiz. And this excerpt from Chuckle Vision is called Our Latest Model. So here we go with Chuckle Vision and Our Latest Model.
I hate having my photo taken.
Well, it has to be said, Barry. I am the one with the looks.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, I've always been Auntie Beryl's favourite.
Who says?
She did. That time I put the spice rack up for her, remember?
How could I forget? It was the only thing left standing by the time you'd finished. Fancy using a pneumatic drill.
Anyway, in her last letter, she said she'd like a nice picture of the two of us.
At least she's not writing to us through a solicitor anymore. What's that for?
She thinks we live there.
Why?
Well, I did lay it on a bit thick in my last letter.
Thick as a plank.
Oh, that's a good idea.
No, I haven't finished yet.
Oh, you look lovely. Give it here. Give it to me.
You can't have
Will
it. I've not finished.
Oh. Now, look.
Wasn't my fault.
Yes, well, concentrate. We've still got another two to come.
Come on.
Let's look at the stupid thing. It'll go in a minute. It must be broken.
You didn't build this, did you?
No, just concentrate. Any second now. Oh!
Perfect.
I'm not even on it.
Exactly.
Ha ha.
It's a good likeness, though.
Of who? It looks nothing like you.
I look charming, sophisticated, debonair.
That's what I said. Looks nothing like you.
Let's get it posted off to Auntie Beryl.
Emil, get it? Some people have got no sense of humour.
Oh, good. You caught it.
Incredible.
That's what I thought.
Why, I've never seen anything like it in my life. Has anyone ever told you you have movie star looks?
What's the movie, Frankenstein?
And that nose. It talks to me.
Does it?
Your nose speaks volumes.
Leaks volumes, you mean? I've seen it. Mind you, it does run in the family. We are brothers.
Hey, that's mine. Give it.
Oh, no. A talent like this belongs to the world.
Hey?
You have the makings of a top model. My card. Come to my studio tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. and we'll take it from there.
Gavin De Wolf, fashion photographer, model agent. Hey, I've always wanted to be a model.
More than I ever did.
Oh, yes. Lovely, beautiful cowboy. That's just wonderful.
Wonderful? He's just sitting there.
Yes, but it's the way he's just sitting there.
When's it going to be my turn?
Don't bug me. I'm creating. That's it. Absolutely perfect. Don't move. That's it. Beautiful. Now give me Butch. Butch cowboy. Yes. Picture yourself in the searing heat of the Texas outback. Perfect. Yeah. Can't wait to see these. Let's go. Oh, nice. Very nice. Okay. Now, imagine you're in the jungle and there's an animal inside you waiting to get out. Yes, that's it. Okay, now lean up against it. High seas next. That's it. Lovely. Beautiful. Now, captain's on the deck. Now, just a touch closer to the anchor.
I'll get it.
That's the shot. Marvelous.
Well, I think that all went very well. Oh, dear. It's been a month now. Hello? No, I'm afraid Barry's out in France on a photo shoot. You're welcome. Bye. Hello? No, he's in France on a photo shoot. Yeah, I'm available, though. Charming. I'll have a read, I think. A Day in the Life of Supermodel Barry Chuckle. The Barry Chuckle Story.
And here's the new number one with Barry Chuckle.
The river Don was roaring. The moon over Rotherham. Yes, well, we actually shot the video in Monte Carlo.
The Barry Chuckle phenomenon, Rotherham's favourite son, continues to take the showbiz world by...
This man has it all.
He's even on an advert.
Women love him. He's everybody's hero. Men want to be him. And his secret? Wild Wolf Aftershave. A brush with destiny.
Hello, Paul. I'm back.
Really? I hadn't noticed you'd gone.
Hey, Paul, I had a great time in France. Not just Paris, but the Alps, Dijon, Provence. Oh, and on the Saturday, we went down to the Riviera and had caviar on the Count's yacht.
Really? I went to the market and had chips on the bus on the way back.
It's brilliant working for Wild Wolf.
I know.
They do everything. Designer clothes, sunglasses.
I know.
Aftershave.
I know, I've seen the advert.
Something wrong?
Something wrong? You're in every magazine, you're on the radio, you're on the telly. It's driving me crackers. When am I going to get a job?
Oh, I'm sorry, Paul. I've been a bit selfish.
You have?
I tell you what, I'll pull a few strings.
Oh, you've got a puppet act as well, have you?
No, I mean down at the agency. I'll get Gavin to give you a job.
Really?
No problem.
Great! I can't wait. I'm going to be in advertising.
The moon over Rotherham.
Stuck out here in the freezing cold while he's indoors in a nice plush studio. Still, at least I've got rid of him for a while. Not again!
Oi! You're fired.
What?
Can't we give him another chance?
Stay out of this, Barry, darling. Go on.
Barry, do something. After all we've been through together.
Gavin, it's only his first day.
This is between me and him.
Remember all the things I've done for you?
What?
Think of the money.
Yes, that time I gave you half my ice cream when you hadn't got one.
Only because you'd eaten it.
And you're on a contract.
But Barry!
Leave him alone! What? That was a £1,000 Wild Wolf suit.
Not made very well, was it?
Any more, and you'll hear from my solicitors.
Right. Time to play dirty, I think. Best foot forward.
Yes?
Backstage crew.
Oh, down the corridor, third door on the right. Great get-up.
Thanks. Time to teach Barry a lesson. For his own good, of course.
Paul! Hey, I'm really sorry about what happened.
It's all right, everything's sorted. Gavin's given me a job back. I'm your assistant.
Brilliant! It'll be great to have you around. Oh, better hurry up. Oh, it's the aftershave first.
Yeah, then, get that on.
Right.
There you go.
There's a big crowd.
Oh, here, don't forget this, will you? Off you go. Ha-ha! Let's see how they like the essence of rotting cabbage.
Wow! What a fabulous...
original scent. If Barry likes it, it's sure to be a massive hit.
All right, plan B. Spot 2, urban casual. Right, a little itching powder, I believe.
They loved it.
Yes, quick then, get changed. They're gonna love this as well.
Get down with Wild Wolf Urban Cool. With your bad self.
This is ridiculous. Wild Wolf Sophistication. An evening with style. Right, I'll show them sophistication.
Hey, they thought I was dancing.
Right, quick, get this lot on. Come on.
And now, Wild Wolf presents Sophistication. Amazing! He's done it again! A whole new concept in retro grunge. Trash panache from Wild Wolf!
What's wrong with them? I'll show them sophisticated. What's wrong with you people?
Oh, that's so old-fashioned.
I give up.
You were simply wonderful today. You tore up the rule book.
Well,
What's he doing here?
Well, it's all down to Paul, actually. His idea.
Yeah, right. Come on, shoot.
Just a minute. You can't talk to me like that.
You can't talk to him like that.
Yes, I'm his official advisor now. Isn't that right, Barry?
Oh, yes. He's going to come to all my shoots and all my shows.
Great.
No way. You're nothing but trouble.
Anyway, it's not up for discussion, is it, Barry?
No, either Paul stays or I go.
Not to worry. We'll open up our own agency. It'll be bigger and better than his. Come on, down the photo booth.
No, I'm retiring. I don't like modelling anyway.
Yeah, but...
It almost broke us up.
You're right, Barry. Well said. And if we ever do anything in future, we'll always do it together.
Hello? No, sorry, not interested.
Who's that?
An agent wanted me for another advert.
Hello? No, my brother won't do it. But I'll do it. I'll be there in 2 minutes. Come on, Barry. My ad will be on in a minute. Oh, here it is.
This man has it all. Women love him. He's everybody's hero. Men want to be him. And his secret? Briggs Lavatory Products.
Not to mention the new microfiber bristles for that real porcelain shine. Get yours today. You'll be flushed with success. What do you think?
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I couldn't get the lid off.
Oh, I thought I couldn't hear that.
But suffice to say, it's the most original and sophisticated movie you've ever seen.
Is it?
Yes, it comes to be an advert as well.
You're listening to Alex Manners on the Solihull Radio Children's Show. And here is Justin Fletcher with Old MacDonald.
It's Old MacDonald's farm! Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And And on that farm he had some cows, E-I-E-I-O. With a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there, here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo-moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And now old MacDonald has got some sheep on his farm. So get ready everyone to go. Nah. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some sheep, E-I-E-I-O. With a bar here and a bar there, here a bar, there a bar, everywhere a bar, moo-moo here and a moo-moo there. Here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo-moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And now old MacDonald has got some ducks on his farm. So get ready to do some quacking, everyone. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some ducks, E-I-E-I-O. With a quack quack here and a quack quack there, here a quack, there a quack, everywhere a quack quack. Bar here and a bar there, here a bar, there a bar, everywhere a bar, moo moo here and a moo moo there, here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Hey, what's this? Old MacDonald has bought some chickens for his farm. So get ready everyone to go. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some chickens, E-I-E-I-O. With a cluck cluck here and a cluck cluck there, here a cluck, there a cluck, everywhere a cluck cluck, quack quack here and a quack quack there, here a quack, there a quack, everywhere a quack quack. Bar here and a bar there, here a bar, there a bar, everywhere a bar, moo moo here and a moo moo there, here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I. Oh.
Why do cows go to New York? To see the musicals. And have you ever visited Stratford-upon-Avon? Well, if you haven't, then you can go there right now with Rainbow Man and his friends Giddy Gordon, Grumpy Doug and Awesome Alex. So, what are we waiting for? Here we go on our adventures with Rainbow Man in Stratford-upon-Avon. He is here, he is there, Rainbow Man is everywhere. Seek him here, seek him there, see him in his rainbow chair. Hello, Rainbow Man. I wonder where you are going today. Rainbow Man is really excited for today's adventure. You look really excited, Rainbow Man. Is it because you are looking forward to today's adventure? Rainbow Man nods. Well, Rainbow Man, today you will be visiting Stratford-upon-Avon. Rainbow Man starts to cheer, woohoo! Do you know where Stratford-upon-Avon is? Rainbow Man shakes his head. Well, Stratford-upon-Avon is in Warwickshire, not too far away from Solihull. Right, time for an adventure. Off we go. Rainbow Man zooms up in his chair and starts swirling around with lots of colourful swirls. Swirling here, swirling there. Rainbow Man goes everywhere. Rainbow Man appears in Stratford, next to the River Avon. You have arrived in Stratford-upon-Avon, Rainbow Man. It's a very hot day. We will have to treat ourselves to a cool drink, or maybe even an ice cream. Rainbow Man looks very excited and nods his head. There are lots of different places to visit in Stratford, so we won't be able to visit them all. Rainbow Man looks a bit sad about this. But don't worry, we can always come here again for another adventure. Rainbow Man is wondering which places we will visit today in Stratford. Well, before we start our adventure, I would like to show you the River Avon behind us. Why not wave to those people on the boat? They are going on a river cruise. Rainbow Man waves to the people on the boat. He then spots one of the other boats selling ice creams, and starts to go over. Wait, Rainbow Man, I was going to take you to another ice cream shop that sells all sorts of different flavours. Rainbow Man likes this idea better. Before we go to get an ice cream, let me take you to this building over here. Do you know any famous people who lived in Stratford? Rainbow Man knows someone called William Shakespeare who lived in Stratford. Yes, that is right. William Shakespeare is a very famous poet, playwright and actor. He was born in 1564 and wrote many famous plays like Macbeth and Romeo and Juliet. You are very clever, Rainbow Man. Rainbow Man wonders why we are showing him this building. Well, the building in front of you is the Royal Shakespeare Theatre, home to the Royal Shakespeare Company. They put on performances of some of William Shakespeare's plays. Rainbow Man suddenly mimes, "To be or not to be, that is the question." Wow, Rainbow Man, you must be very clever to know that. That is one of the lines from Shakespeare's play called Hamlet. Shall we go and get an ice cream now, Rainbow Man? Rainbow Man nods his head and starts to cheer, "Woohoo!" Follow me, and I will lead you to an ice cream shop called Hooray's. Outside Hooray's ice cream shop, Rainbow Man can see Giddy Gordon inside. I wonder what flavour Giddy Gordon will order. I bet it will be something very unusual. Let's go inside and see which flavours you would like. Inside Hooray's, Rainbow Man is stuck for choice, as they have so many flavours on offer. Look, Rainbow Man, they have lots of different flavours. They have Eton Mess, bubblegum, Jaffa cake and tiramisu. Rainbow Man chooses his flavour. You have chosen coconut flavour ice cream. Let's go and see what flavour Giddy Gordon has chosen. Giddy Gordon has chosen Jammy Dodger flavour ice cream. I knew you would order something unusual, Giddy Gordon. As Rainbow Man and Giddy Gordon are walking down the road past all of the shops and restaurants, Giddy Gordon spots a shop called Mad. I don't think that is a shop, Giddy Gordon. That is a museum. It's called the Mad Museum. Have you finished your ice creams? Rainbow Man and Giddy Gordon both nod their heads. And would you both like to go and have a look in the Mad Museum? Rainbow Man and Giddy Gordon both start to cheer, "Woohoo!" Inside the Mad Museum, Rainbow Man and Giddy Gordon can see lots of different machines and mechanical art. Wow, this is a very unusual museum. I bet you both love it in here. Giddy Gordon suddenly spots a machine that he is fascinated with. That looks like a very clever metal rolling ball sculpture. Giddy Gordon can't take his eyes off it. He even spots a similar wooden rolling ball sculpture. What have you found, Rainbow Man? Rainbow Man has found a huge metal structure that has lots of different elements moving around and doing different things. That is certainly one mad machine. Look what I have found over here. Rainbow Man and Giddy Gordon, come and see what we have found. It looks like an old bookshelf with different glass bottles on. However, if you press on the typewriter keys over here, then you will be able to make some music. Rainbow Man and Giddy Gordon both have a go at making some music. Each key on the typewriter is connected to a different bottle on the shelf, and when a key is pressed, a small stick hits the bottle, making a sound. Shall we visit somewhere else in Stratford now, Rainbow Man and Giddy Gordon? Rainbow Man nods his head, but Giddy Gordon wants to stay in the Mad Museum. OK, Giddy Gordon, you can stay in the museum. Well, goodbye, Giddy Gordon. Rainbow Man waves to Giddy Gordon, and Giddy Gordon waves back. Outside the Mad Museum, Rainbow Man sees an advert for the butterfly farm. You want to visit the butterfly farm next? Well, that is a great idea. Once Rainbow Man has arrived at the butterfly farm, he goes inside. He walks through an award-winning wildflower garden and through some mirrored arches until he reaches the shop. Let's have a look around the shop. As Rainbow Man is looking around the shop, Grumpy Doug suddenly says hello. Hello, Grumpy Doug. Where have you been today? Grumpy Doug tells Rainbow Man that he has been visiting some of the Shakespeare properties that belong to the Shakespeare Birthplace Trust. Did you visit the Shakespeare Centre and Shakespeare's birthplace? Grumpy Doug nods his head. He also visited Anne Hathaway's cottage and Mary Arden's farm. We can visit some of those Shakespeare buildings if you like, Rainbow Man. Rainbow Man starts to cheer, "Woohoo!" And we can also come back to Stratford-upon-Avon to have a proper look around the butterfly farm, as we have run out of time today. Rainbow Man waves goodbye to Grumpy Doug, and Grumpy Doug waves back. Well, that's all for today. It's now time to go. Colourful swirls appear, and Rainbow Man starts swirling around with them. Swirling here, swirling there, Rainbow Man goes everywhere. Rainbow Man appears back at home in his rainbow chair. What an adventure! Did you enjoy yourself today in Stratford-upon-Avon? Rainbow Man starts to cheer, woohoo! Well, you certainly saw some mad things. Rainbow Man smiles. I wonder where you will go on your adventure next time, Rainbow Man. Rainbow Man shrugs his shoulders. Well, goodbye, Rainbow Man. See you next time. You're listening to Alex Manners on the Solihull Radio Children's Show. Did you enjoy that? Well, don't forget that if you would like to go on that adventure again with Rainbow Man and his friends, then you can do so by heading over to YouTube and going to the Rainbow Man Children's Channel. And also the time now is 9:06 and it's just over the halfway point of my show this morning. And don't forget, if you have any birthday messages or would like to request for me to play one of your favourite children's songs, then you can do so by emailing in studio@solihullradio.com. That's studio@solihullradio.com. Or alternatively, you could text those messages in by texting the word studio followed by your message to 82228. That's texting the word studio followed by your message to 82228. And here is another song to get you jumping and jiving, and it's Remember You're a Womble from the Wombles. And if you enjoy dancing, then you should enjoy another excerpt of Boogie BB's, and this one is called Vegetable Jam, and it's all about vegetables. So get your radishes and onions ready for Boogie BB's and Vegetable Jam, and join in with all the actions and learn this new dance called Vegetable Jam. Here we go with Boogie BBs and Vegetable Jam.
Dance, dance, dance. Come and dance with Boogie Babies. Dance, dance, dance. Come and dance with Boogie Babies. Boogie Babies. Boogie Babies. Boogie Babies. Boogie Babies.
Yes! It's Boogie BBs, your chance to dance. I'm Boogie Pete and I want you to join in and copy me. But first, let's warm up our bodies. Let's clear a space, put a smile on your face and try on some shoes. Here we go, let's put on our space shoes first. Yeah! Let's pretend we're walking on the moon. Whoa. Let's go for a walk this way. And now let's go the other way and put on our stomp shoes. We can stomp and then stomp. One way and then the other way. Are you stomping? One way and then the other way. Okay, let's put on our trainers. We can run. That's it, run really fast. We can run this way. And then we can run this way. Let's run all the way around and put on our wellies. We can splash in the puddles. Yeah! Keep jumping. That's it. Let's jump to one side and then the other side. Let's jump one way and then the other way and put on our boogie shoes. Yeah, that's it. Let's go forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards. And now let's twist. Ooh, I feel cool. And now freestyle. Do whatever you like. Yeah.
Boogie Babies, Boogie Babies, yeah.
Brilliant. Now I feel ready to dance. Do you? Great, because today's boogie is full of flavour and colour. A taste bud tickling extravaganza. There are leaves you can eat, stalks you can eat, flowers you can eat, bulbs and roots and savoury fruits. What do you think today's boogie is all about? Yes, that's right, vegetables.
Red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers.
Red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers.
Celery, celery, so crunchy.
Celery, celery, so crunchy.
Put them all into the pot.
Add a little chili if you like things hot.
Vegetables are the parts of plants that we can eat. Lettuce is a leaf vegetable. Onions are bulbs. And when we eat broccoli, we're actually eating the flower itself. Just look at all those little florets. Vegetables are amazing. There are so many different colours, shapes and sizes. And the best thing is that they're all yummy to eat. Let's take a closer look and we might be able to find some ideas for our dance moves. What vegetable shall we look at first? Peppers. There are lots of different types and they come in lots of colours. They have a shiny coat, a little green stalk and have lots of seeds inside. I think this red pepper looks a bit like my fist. So let's use that in our dance move. We can make a fist with our hands and then put them by our sides. We can then give them a shake for our red pepper. We can jump to the side and give a shake for a green pepper. And finally, jump to the side and give a shake for a yellow pepper. Let's try that again, shall we? Give a shake for the red pepper, jump to the side and give a shake for the green pepper, and then jump to the side again and give a shake for the yellow pepper. Pepper, perfect. What vegetable shall we look at next? It's tall and thin, and it's celery. This is the stalk of the celery plant, and it's long and stringy with leaves at the top, and it's very crunchy. Let's copy the shape of the celery for one of our dance moves. we can stretch up our arms to make the leafy top of the celery, and then we can swing them around. And because celery's so crunchy, let's give a little clap. Almost like a crunchy sound, isn't it? Come on, let's try that again. Let's stretch up our arms to make the leafy top of the celery, and then let's give them a swing. And don't forget the crunchy noise. So we've got our pepper shaking move. And now we've got our celery move. Swing those arms and make a crunchy noise. What other moves can we find from our yummy vegetables? What's happening here? Looks like someone's cooking up some tasty vegetables. Hey, that gives me an idea. Let's stir up our own vegetables. We can put one arm out like this as if it's the pot, and with the other one we can stir up the vegetables. And let's add a little chilli if you like things hot. Let's try that again, shall we? Put out one arm as if it's the pot, and with the other one we can stir up those vegetables. And add a little chilli if you like things hot. Well, we've got all of our moves there. We've got our shaking peppers move. We've got our celery swing. Don't forget the claps. And we've also got our stirring up the vegetable move. Add a little chilli if you like things hot. Let's try putting all of those moves to some veggie music, starting with the pepper shake. Here we go. Shake those peppers. That's it. Now let's swing the celery. Swing the celery. Stir up the vegetables and add a little chilli if you like things hot. Here's the Boogie Bunch if you're not too full up.
Red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers.
Red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers.
Celery, celery, so crunchy.
Celery, celery, so crunchy.
Put them all into the pot.
Add a little chilli if you like things hot.
Now it's your turn. Show me your vegetable moves.
Red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers. Red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers. Celery, celery, so crunchy. Celery, celery, so crunchy. Put them all into the pot. Add a little chilli if you like things hot.
Looking scrumptious. Well, that's the main part of the song, and it's called the chorus, and it'll be coming back again and again. So don't worry if you didn't get it right the first time. I'm sure you will once you've heard it a few more times. Right now, though, keep those vegetables steaming while we take a look at some of the ways you like to dance. Do you, Boogie?
Hi, Boogie!
Hi, I'm Eloise and I love Chinese dancing. And my friends love Chinese dancing too. I like Chinese dancing because it makes me smile and makes me happy. In Chinese dancing, we use different kinds of props. We use fans, drums, handkerchiefs, and rattles. Today we're using colourful ribbons. I tie my ribbon in a flower, and when I shake it, it comes out like this. When we're dancing, the ribbons make lots of patterns. So that's how I like to dance. Bye!
Well, those are your moves. But can you still remember our moves? You can? Great! Because now's your last chance to practice the chorus before the big video. Red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers. Red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers. Celery, celery, so crunchy. Celery, celery, so crunchy. Put them all into the pot. Add a little chili if you like things hot. Ha ha! You're as hot as a chili pepper. Well, now it's time for the big video. The vegetables are all stirred up. Look out for today's moves and remember to join in with the chorus. Are you ready to boogie? I'm going to get some vegetables, some herbs and leafy greens. Curly kale and broccoli.
Curly kale and broccoli.
Brussels sprouts and parsley.
Brussels sprouts and parsley.
I'm going to get some vegetables, some lovely leafy greens. And red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers.
Red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers.
Celery, celery, so crunchy.
Celery, celery, so crunchy.
Put them all into the pot.
Add a little chili if you like things hot.
I'm going to get some vegetables, some tasty roots and shoots. Turnips, watercress and yam.
Turnips, watercress and yam.
Radishes and onion.
Radishes and onion.
I'm going to get some vegetables, some tasty roots and shoots. And red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers.
Red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers.
Celery, celery, so crunchy.
Celery, celery, so crunchy.
Put them all into the pot.
Add a little chili if you like things hot.
You're such a dream, oh aubergine. And yet I like courgette. I can't decide which one to get. Red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers.
Red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers.
Celery, celery, so crunchy.
Celery, celery, so crunchy.
Put them all into the pot.
Add a little chili if you like things hot.
Take the vegetables. Shake, shake the vegetables.
Take the vegetables. Shake the vegetables. Take the vegetables. Shake the vegetables.
Put them all into the pot.
Add a little chili if you like things hot.
Great! You look good enough to eat. Just listen to that applause. You better take a bow. Well, it's time to go now. So let's take a deep breath in and blow up a big ball. Stretch yourself wide, down to the side. We've danced with boogie babies. Blow up a ball, make yourself small. We've danced with boogie babies. You were a great dancer today. Why don't you come back and cook up something tasty with us again tomorrow? See you then.
How does a dog stop a video? He presses the pause button. You're listening to Alex Manners on the Solihull Radio Children's Show. Are you enjoying yourselves this morning? Well, if you are, then that's brilliant, and I've got lots more coming up on my show this morning, so don't go anywhere. But before we do anything else, here are some more songs to get you jumping and jiving and bopping around for the rest of your Sunday and the rest of your weekend today, and whatever it is you're doing, just remember to have lots and lots and lots of fun.
into the sun. There's more to be seen than can never be seen, more to do than can never be done. Some say eat or be eaten, some say live and let live, but all I agree is to join the stampede. You should never take more than you give in the circle of life. It's the wheel of fortune. It's the leap of faith. It's the band of hope. Till we find our place on the path that winding in the circle of life. Some of us fall by the wayside, and some of us soar to the stars, and some of us sail through our trouble. Some have to live with the scars. There's far too much to take in here, or to find that can never be found. But the sun rolling high through the sapphire sky keeps creating some more of the endless round in the circle of life. Is the wheel of fortune. It's the leap of faith. Is the band of hope. Till we find our place on the path that winding, the circle of life. Is the wheel of fortune, it's the leap of faith. Is the band of hope. Till we find our place on the path that circle of life. On the path that winding, yeah, in the circle of life.
When I saw the ambulance this morning, it made me think of one of the children's shows on CBeebies called Get Well Soon. And have any of you ever watched Get Well Soon, and do any of you like the programme Get Well Soon? Well, if you do, that's great. And some of my favourite children's shows that are currently on CBeebies include Topsy and Tim, Old Jack's Boat, and a show called The Twirlywoos. Now, a fun fact about The Twirlywoos is that the people that produce The Twirlywoos, called Ragdoll Productions, also produce some of our other favourite shows, including The Teletubbies, In the Night Garden, Brum, Rosie and Jim, and Tots TV. And when I was younger, I used to go to Stratford upon Avon, where all these shows were produced, and they had a Ragdoll Productions shop on the high street, and I used to call it the Teletubby shop because they had a big Teletubbies hill. And Teletubbies is also another show that's currently on CBeebies, but unfortunately it's not produced by Ragdoll Productions. But it's still a fantastic show. But whatever your favourite children's show is, then at the end of the show today, I'll be playing you lots and lots of theme songs from some of our favourite children's shows. But before I do anything else, here is another song, and this one is a Disney song called Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf? Well, I know I would be if I came up against a big bad wolf. Today, Rainbow Man visited Stratford-upon-Avon, and Stratford-upon-Avon is the home of someone very, very famous called William Shakespeare. So, the 6 fun, fascinating and fantastic facts today are all about William Shakespeare. So, without further ado, here we go with 6 fun, fascinating and fantastic facts all about William Shakespeare. And fun, fascinating and fantastic fact number 1. William Shakespeare was born in Stratford-upon-Avon in 1564. During England's Tudor period, he was one of 8 children, so he was born in 1564 in a period known as the Tudors, which was a very, very long time ago. And fun, fascinating and fantastic fact number 2. During his lifetime, William Shakespeare wrote around 37 plays for the theatre and over 150 poems. No one can say the exact number, because some of his work may have been lost over time, and some may have been written with the help of other people. And fun, fascinating, and fantastic fact number 3. Can any of you name any of the William Shakespeare plays? Well, some of his most famous include Macbeth, Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, and A Midsummer Night's Dream. And when I was in school, I did a lot of work on another one of his plays called A Merchant of Venice. And fun, fascinating, and fantastic fact number 4. In 1585, the mysterious William Shakespeare disappeared from records for around 7 years. Historians often refer to this part of the writer's life as the lost years. And fun, fascinating, and fantastic fact number 5. Plays in Shakespeare's time were different to the ones we have today. There were no female actors, as women's parts were played by men, and audiences could be very rowdy. They would shout, boo, and even throw food at the actors they didn't like. And fun, fascinating, and fantastic fact number 6. Plays at the Globe, where William would perform, featured lots of exciting special effects, with trapdoors, actors lifted on wires, smoke, fire, and even cannons. However, this disaster struck in 1613, when a cannon shot set fire to the roof of the Globe and burned it down. It wasn't long after that Shakespeare retired from the theatre. And those were 6 fun, fascinating, and fantastic facts all about William Shakespeare. And next week on my show, I will have some more fun, fascinating, and fantastic facts to read for you. Well, here is another song, and this one is called This Old Man.
This old man, he played knick-knack on my drum with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played knick-knack on my shoe with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played knick-knack on my knee with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played knick-knack on my door with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played knick-knack on my hive with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played knick-knack on my sticks with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played knick-knack up in heaven with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played knick-knack on my gates with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played knick-knack on my spine with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played knick-knack once again with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home.
Here is another story, and this one is an In the Night Garden story, all about Iggle Piggle, all aboard the Ninky Nonk. And In the Night Garden was written by, yes, you guessed it, Ragdoll Productions from Stratford upon Avon. So here we go with In the Night Garden and Iggle Piggle, all aboard the Ninky Nonk. Once upon a time, in the night garden, everybody went for a bouncy ride in the Ninky Nonk. Hello, Tomliboos. What are you doing today? Oh, look, it's the Ninky Nonk. Catch the Ninky Nonk, Tomliboos. Tomly-boo, Tomly-boo. All aboard the Ninky Nonk. Hold tight, Tomly-boos. Get ready for a bouncy ride. Off it goes. What a bouncy ride. Oh, the Ninky Nonk has stopped. Somebody must be getting on. Hello, Iggle Piggle. And hello, Upsy Daisy. Up, down, over, under, through, here, there, and everywhere. What a bouncy ride. Ah, Daisy do. Who's here? Hello, Macca Packa. Do you want to ride on the Ninky Nonk? Micka Macca Moo! Look at that. Macca Packa doesn't want to ride on the Ninky Nonk. Acca Pang. Macca Packa only wants to give it a wash. Isn't that a pip? Pip pip, onk onk. And that was In the Night Garden, Iggle Piggle, all aboard the Ninky Nonk. And here are a host of other children's theme songs from old children's shows, and see if any of you can remember these theme songs, and maybe they're shows that you still like to watch, or that you used to watch when you were younger. Here we go.
Every girl, every boy, come on, open up your eyes. There's a world right here, full of wonder and surprise.
Let's go and find the
Thimbles, thimbles, thimbles.
Where are the thimbles?
Thimbles, thimbles, thimbles. Where are the thimbles? Sing along with Thimble, Florrie, and Baby Pong.
Under a pile of scrap, there lay this little chap. He had a broken arm, but he made it good. He fixed his friends like robots should. Little robots, little robots, little robots. This tiny, messy, spotty, strange, rusty, stripy, noisy, spotty, scary, ooh, flappy, that, Sparky Twin. That's us! That's that. Little robots. Little robots, little robots. They build their homes running up on a tree. Now turn on the sunshine.
Welcome to Third and Bird, where the birdies meet just above the street to sing tweedledee.
Unless that's not your liking.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Splendid! Third and Bird, where the girls and boys don't make any noise.
Look at all those toys.
Oh, but your Majesty is not interested in toys. Right this way.
Oh, but I love toys.
The perfect place to relax and spend a quiet day. Please help yourself to some snacks. I assume you like pâté.
Actually, I just like normal birdseed.
Pâté it is. And here is your own private branch.
A private branch?
Yes, we know you have important princely things to do, so we'll just leave you alone.
Alone?
Yes, all alone. On Third and Bird.
But do I have to be all alone? I came to make friends.
On Third and Bird.
Rah, rah. You are a noisy little lion. Rah, rah. You are louder than them all. In the cubby buggy, hear me call. In the jingly jangly jungle, the noisy lion roars. In the jingly jangly jungle, with my friends and yours. Humpty, Dumpty, Croaky, rah rah. Debbie, ooh ooh, rah rah, rah rah. It's the jingly jangly jungle noise, rah rah. It's the jingly jangly jungle noise, rah rah. Stegosaurus, pterodactyl, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Tyrannosaurus, Tyrannosaurus, Triceratops is next. Touring Patsy, Centroid, the Terran Steggy, what a sight! It's Harry and his bucket full of dinosaurs. Together the magic ride, all we do is jump inside. With Harry and his bucket full of dinosaurs.
Did any of you recognise those theme songs? Well, if you did, then give yourselves a big round of applause. And it's coming up to the last 10 minutes of my show today. But don't worry, because I've got one last song to play for you before we head off to enjoy our weekends. And if you've enjoyed my show today, then don't forget to stay tuned next week from 8 till 10 a.m. with all of the usual songs, stories, excerpts from old children's shows, fun, fascinating and fantastic facts, jokes, and another adventure with Rainbow Man and his friends Giddy Gordon, Grumpy Doug, and Awesome Alex. And don't forget, if you have any birthday messages that you would like to send in, or you would like to request one of your favourite children's songs or Disney songs to be played on my show, then you can do so by emailing those in to studio@solihullradio.com. That's emailing them in to studio@solihullradio.com. Or alternatively, you could text those in by texting the word studio followed by your message to 82228. That's texting the word studio followed by your message to 82228. And if you would like to read a story on one of my shows, then all you have to do is record yourselves reading one of your favourite children's stories, or maybe it was a children's story that you like to read when you're going to bed. And all you have to do is record yourselves reading that story and then send the recording in to us right here on studio@solihullradio.com. Again, studio@solihullradio.com. And if you'd like to go on the adventure again with Rainbow Man and his friends, where today they visited Stratford-upon-Avon and some of the wonderful, wonderful places that they have there to visit in the town, then if you head down to YouTube, yes, that's YouTube, to the Rainbow Man Children's Channel, then you can join Rainbow Man not just on his adventures to Stratford-upon-Avon, but on all his other wonderful, wonderful adventures that Rainbow Man, Giddy Gordon, Grumpy Doug, and Awesome Alex have been going on over the last few weeks. and to all the wonderful places that we have all around our local area. Well, we have shows every single day of the week with lots and lots of wonderful presenters and wonderful songs to get you moving and grooving. So whatever it is you like, then you can head down to solihullradio.com and listen to lots of our wonderful, wonderful shows that we have for you on our station. But before we go today, I thought I would play our favourite children's song of the Solihull Radio Children's Show. And you probably already know what it is, but I will say it again, it's our favourite, and it's Bob the Builder with all of his friends with Mambo number 5. So get mamboing and jiving with this final song today, Mambo number 5.
Are you ready, Bob?
Yes.
What about you, Lovely?
I'm a bit scared. Okay, team, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody's outside, so come on, let's ride to the builder's yard around the corner. The gang's all here, and it's time for us to do what we wanna. There's a house with a roof that leaks. It's an urgent job, and it could take us weeks. There's Dizzy, Lofty, and Rolly too. Wendy always knows just what to do. And there's no job too big or small. With scoop and mug, we can do it all. Metal, brick, or wood, it's all good, and we can always send in the tractor. A little bit of timber and a saw. A little bit of fixing, that's for sure. A little bit of digging up the road. A little bit of moving heavy loads. A little bit of tiling on the roof. A little bit of making waterproof. A little bit of concrete mixed with sand. A little bit of Bob the Builder Man. Careful, Dizzy. Jump up and down and move it all around. Mix it up to the sound. Dig a hole in the ground. Take one step left and one step right. And one to the front and one to the side. Clap your hands once and clap your hands twice. And if it looks like this, then you're doing it right. A bit of timber and a saw. A little bit of fixing, that's for sure. A little bit of digging up the roads. A little bit of moving heavy loads. A little bit of tiling on the roof. A little bit of making waterproof. A little bit of concrete mixed with sand. A little bit of Bob the Builder Man. Mambo number 6 and 7, 8.
Is this Mambo number 5?
That's a lovely job, Bob.
A little bit of timber and a saw. A little bit of fixing, that's for sure. A little bit of digging up the roads. A little bit of moving heavy loads. A little bit of tiling on the roof. A little bit of making waterproof. A little bit of concrete mixed with sand. A little bit of Bob the Builder Man. There's Rolly, Lovely, Scoop, Mop, Lizzy. So much work to keep us all busy. Can we fix it? Yes, we can. With the team and Bob the Builder Man.
Yes, we can.
All right. Lovely. A little bit of Bob the Builder Man.
Before we head off today, I've had a few messages and requests in, so I'll read them out before we go for the rest of our weekend. And the first one is from Sue Lees, and she is listening to her show whilst making pancakes for breakfast with Nanny New and Katie Ellis. So we really hope you all enjoy your pancakes. And I've also had a request to play a Frozen song called In Summer. So I'll leave you today with this song, Frozen in Summer.
Oh, I don't know why, but I've always loved the idea of summer and sun and all things hot.
Really? I'm guessing you don't have much experience with heat.
Nope. But sometimes I like to close my eyes and imagine what it'd be like when summer does come. Bees will buzz, kids will blow dandelion fuzz, and I'll be doing whatever snow does in summer. I in my hand, my snow up against the burning sand, probably getting gorgeously tanned in summer. I'll finally see a summer breeze blow away a winter storm and find out what happens to solid water when it gets warm. And I can't wait to see what my buddies all think of me. Just imagine how much cooler I'll be in summer. Da-da-da-do. Ah-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-boo. The hot and the cold are both so intense. Put them together, it just makes sense. Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-da-da-da-da-do. Winter's a good time to stay in and cuddle, but put me in summer and I'll be a happy snowman. When life gets rough, I like to hold on to my dream of relaxing in the summer sun, just letting off steam. Oh, the sky will be blue, and you guys will be there too. When I finally do what frozen things do in summer.
I'm gonna tell him.
Don't you dare.
In summer.
Well, if you've enjoyed learning dances with Boogie BBs, visiting many fantastic places in Stratford-upon-Avon with Rainbow Man, and being lazy with Mr. Lazy, then join me again next Sunday for another live Solihull Radio Children's Show from 8 till 10 a.m. And it's goodbye from me, Alex Manners, and it's goodbye from Rainbow Man. So, until next week, au revoir! You're listening to Alex Manners on the Solihull Radio Children's Show.